Great. How do you sort of see that one? The Flames sort of came out red hot. How do you sort of adjust to that?
Yeah, I guess like credit to them. Like they come out and, as you said, like shot the ball like really well, and it took us, I guess, a little bit like of adjustment time in getting our pressure and getting our schemes right. And like credit to Sydney coming out and making their first, like I think it was their first 16 shots that like they made. So credit to them. Overall, I'm happy with our second, third, and fourth quarter. I think we really got to grow into the game and found our groove a little bit. And it's just growing pains with the young team that we have.
And obviously they shot really well. Conceding 102 points is probably not an ideal way to start the season.
No, definitely not. Definitely not. I don't think anyone would be happy with like that. So no.
And then other stats to sort of jump off the page. Points off in the paint, 46 to 26.
Yep.
That's obviously an area you want to improve on as well.
Yeah, same thing as like we've definitely got some things to work on, and that's given us, I guess, a good barometer about like where we're at. Is I know for us we haven't been able to play any WNBL teams in pre-season, so this was us getting a gauge of where we're at, what things we need to work on. And as I said, this group has worked extremely hard all during pre-season. I'm just disappointed for them that we got punched in the face like early on, and it took us a quarter to get into the groove of the game. And I think that Sydney had that confidence right from the very start when they started hitting shots, and that's a long way like coming back, giving up 35 in a quarter.
Jade, you're out there. How do you sort of see the progression of your team? Obviously hard early on, but then you sort of worked your way into the game.
Yeah, we definitely worked our way into the game, and like we said in the room too, like I think 6 people made like their WNBL debut today, so that's like pretty special. But we're not a team that can take a possession off or not dive on a loose ball or give up a 50-50 ball. We're a team that has to be gritty because we are young and we're growing. We're going to grow up really quickly. We work extremely hard. I have no doubt that we're one of the hardest working teams in the league, but we need to now, when the lights come on, show that and play the way the Caps want to play this season.
What's some positive to take away from the game?
I think for us, I'm just looking at this. Our bench had 41 points, so that's huge. And if you've got a team, you can sub, and you look at the bench and you can put 5 players in. I think that's a real positive. So for us to have 41 bench points is good. Like God says, I think take away the first quarter, it's like a 4-point game. So as a starting group, we need to take a lot more pride in coming out and throwing the first punch. But I'm looking at, there is certainly some positives. There's definitely some negatives, but overall, I know guys will do a great job cutting up film, and we'll be better come Friday. Final
one from me, guys. Obviously, it hurt losing Collier, 5th foul in the third quarter. That's obviously a hard adjustment to make, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it is. And it's something that I've spoken to Charlie about right from the very get-go, about her transition from where she has played, and I think it's for any import coming into like our league. You saw with Geelong's import, Kaiser got into foul trouble like in their game. And that's something I've spoken to Charlie about a lot of the time since she came in, about she's going to have to adapt very quickly to the style of refereeing and the style of play.
Paul, you're up.
Goriss, as we said, you lost Charlie in the third quarter.
Yeah.
How do you adjust for losing a player like that?
Yeah, it's next person up. You can't bitch and moan or worry about it. We've just got to move on. And I thought Munga came in and played the 4 spot for us, and it's something that lineup we haven't done it all during preseason. And to Munga's credit, come in and made open shots and played with a bit more pace. And so obviously Charlie's a big piece and going to be a big piece in how we roll this season. So disappointing for her and her debut to be able to be fouled out in the fashion that it happened, but it's going to be a steep learning curve for her.
At the end of the first quarter, how do you adjust to a score differential like that?
Yeah, I think it was our ball pressure. Credit to them, as I said, they made a lot of open shots, but we were giving them wide open looks too. So we were just more so concerned about we needed to up our defensive intensity and our ball pressure to try and take away some of those uncontested shots. And to her credit, Michaela Roof had a great night from the 3-point line.
Jade, you've come back from the WNBA. You're the captain of the team. How do you find stepping into that role?
It's fun. It doesn't matter what role I play. I just go out there and enjoy basketball. That's the way I am. That's the way I always be. When I'm not having fun is the day I retire. So it's just about, getting all my teammates on board. I know they will work extremely hard. And when I came into the squad, a couple of days later, the environment was great. So I know the vibes are good. I know we're going to work hard. And I know it's a team that, everyone kind of tags themselves as an underdog. They've come here for an opportunity. So we're going to be raring to go. So just for me, it's about, making sure I install confidence into my teammates, take pride and take ownership when I have to. I might have to take a few more shots here and there and stuff like that and take some more initiative. But overall, just trying to lead this team to be successful and just empower everyone to be themselves.
And finally, how did you find overall the performance of the team across the whole game and the way you guys fought back in particularly in the second half?
Yeah, I think the thing I'm disappointed about the most is the little 1% efforts tonight, and it started, like God said, on our ball pressure. That's something we know we have to. Our key is offensive transition, so that has to start on defense, and we couldn't get into that tonight because they were just picking us apart. I think they had 30 assists as a team, so we can't afford to have that. So just making sure we buy back into that, and yeah, we'll be fine. At the end of the day, it's game 1. We can look at this as a practice game. Goals is going to kill us at film on Tuesday, I think it is, but we get better from it. We come out on Friday with a smile on our face and ready to beat Bendigo.
Great, thanks.
Jade, obviously for you guys, not the result you're looking for tonight, but how good is it for Australian basketball to see Shanice coming out and playing with confidence, hits her first 2 shots, and then she's a different player, see if she knocks those down?
The thing that's crazy is Swaney had 9 assists, far out. But no, Swaney was awesome, and it's awesome to see her playing round 1. She's missed a couple of round 1s with injuries in the past few years. So, Swaney's one of my good friends, and I wish her nothing but the best. She picked us apart tonight. I think she ran the same play multiple times and just continued to. She's just a hooper, and she was hitting threes early, got herself into the game, was hitting assists, and it's great to see her healthy and killing it, and I wish her all the best this season.
Thank God. It's just sort of the same sort of question, but from a WNBA and an Opal standpoint for her, this is obviously a massive season leading into WNBA next year, hopefully. So how big is this for her to start on the right foot with some confidence?
Yeah, it's like any young player, and obviously Shanice has had a lot of injuries during her career, so to be able to be fit, be ready, and play how she did tonight is, I think, she has obviously the athleticism, the skill, and the sky's the limit for her if she can stay healthy. And as I've said, I've watched her since she's been 15, 16. She's got a great skill set for the game, and her quickness and athleticism is on another level. And so if she can be consistent throughout this year and take that, the world is her oyster for her.
Anyone else?
Jade, something that's been a strength for the Caps over the last couple of years has been the culture. With such a new playing group, how do you embed that same culture in the new group?
Yeah, we had a great team meeting during the week about, what we want our identity to look like and stuff. And, as someone who's been here for a while, I know what Caps basketball is all about. We were lucky to watch a really good documentary the other day. Shout out to Lockie and Dylan put together a great documentary and kind of showed everyone the 40-year history of the Caps and, how it's where it is today. So I think that was a really great thing for my team to see, something that I've been a part of for a while now, and just making sure we stick to it. We know what our values are. We know what we don't want to look like on and off the court. The vibes are always good at the Caps. We're going to have fun. We're going to have a great style of basketball. So, yeah, sucks about tonight, but 20 games to go, and we'll be ready Friday.
Thank you, guys.
Awesome, thank you.
Thank you
very much, guys.